The giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Florida's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find what...
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. And the missed connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Gators send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Final play of the quarter coming. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, and have a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to the offense.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air. It's Lagway. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's long. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down?
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got a man. It's Blake. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Quick strike complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Puts it out of the air. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Safe little shovel pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Using his legs, it's Washington, and he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the backfield?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Take the profit, right? Hitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweep.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Lost to throw again. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, Let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Washington. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Sturdivant. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
To throw, it's Glagway. Slips a tackle. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's got him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Using his legs, it's Washington. Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the fourth. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback out.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I tell you what, these big-body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
To the air, it's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.